I just wanted to give you a quick introduction into Piskel. This is a really nice web-based app that allows you to create your own sprites. So you can see I have one here. Just wanted to give you an idea of how the layout works. On the left-hand side are all of your tools. You can change your brush size that you're working with. So if you have a pen and you can draw with this, clicking over here will change the size of your brushes that you're going to be using. We also have a vertical mirror pen. I'm not going to show every single one, it would take too long. Paint bucket will fill the entire inside of a shape with a color or open space. Paint all pixels that are the same colors if you want to change a color. Eraser tool, drawing straight lines, drawing some basic shapes, moving an object, selecting a part on your drawing to move. These will also do selections, dithering, which allows you to blend colors, and this one I like a lot too is darkening and lightening. You notice you can change settings. When you hover over stuff, it'll show you keyboard shortcuts to make changes to some of the settings with the tools. Eyedropper will sample colors, and these are your colors that you're working with. You'll notice here I have all of my frames. So this is what's actually creating the animation. Think of an animation as like a flip book, all a bunch of different pictures that are animating together. So I've created, 10 different frames here. And you can copy frames, you can duplicate frames, you can trash them, you can move the order of them. On the right hand side here is showing all of these frames animating. You can change the speed of those frames. So if you want to see it a little bit faster, if you want to see it slower. If I toggle through these, you'll notice all the different stages here. So the rocket ball is moving. As we get to step 4, you see the flame start coming out of the rocket, and that's where the layers come into play. So if I know I'm going to be moving stuff individually, I have different layers for each thing. So I have a rocket layer, I have a fire layer, so that I can move all those things on their own individually. And so really you just create your animation. There's a couple other settings that are important over here. You have a size setting. So based on what size you want to make it, you can scale it here. The other one is important is you can save to a local gallery on Piskel's site. You can import images if you need to trace stuff. So let's say there's a picture you want to use as a reference, you can import them. And then a couple other important ones down here. Once you get the general idea, it becomes pretty simple. The other important part is to export. So when you export something, in order to get all of these individual files, which is what you want for Xcode, you have to make a zip file. And so what this will do is it'll create a folder with every one of these frames being a separate PNG. And so you'll title it, I'll just call it rocket, and I'll say download. It'll download down here, and if I go to my desktop, you'll see I have a sprite with all of my sprite folder with all of my PNGs ready to import into Xcode. That is an overview with Piskel. I'll do another video that just kind of shows how to quickly animate something so you can see it in action.